Someone once said to me, I always think of the worst result because then I will never be dissatisfied with the outcome. That's powerful, isn't it? How depressing is that way to live? It's upsetting to think some people think that way because they think that helps them in order to feel better when they get the end result. How do you overcome this negativity? Because you're just predisposing yourself to what it's going to be, what the outcome is going to be. I give you one answer, and it's this person down here. There she is. She was a bit sleepy, but there's this one here, my dog, and she's a bit sleepy. But it's about her today and how to learn to love yourself more. I'll see you in a minute, guys. Hey guys, and welcome back. So an interesting start, as you've seen. My dog is going to be involved in this video. It's a really interesting one. She was a bit sleepy then, so I feel a bit bad for picking her up, but she still loves me, so it's all good. And that's what this video is about. It's about learning how to love yourself more. So let's just start. It's Monday. Before I get into it, I'm pumped, I'm ready. It's Motivational Monday. Hashtag Motivational Monday. Monday. So I'm pumped, I'm ready, and I did my full week of running last week, which I'm really buzzed about because, as you know, I'm training for a marathon, but I went out for 2 weeks because I had an injury on my ankle. And it's just so happy to be back. I ran 4 times last week and I feel fresh as ever and I feel great today and ready to get and smash this week out as every week I should. So this is an interesting one because this is about learning how to love yourself more. You find with so many influencers, it's always grind, hustle, push, learn, hustle, analyze, see where you did bad. It's always about just being so aggressive. And yes, you do have to grind, you do have to push, you have to hustle and all that. But you sometimes just have to learn to love yourself more because it gets tough, guys. And you'll know from this, being in your careers, being on your entrepreneurship journey like myself, wherever you are in your stage of your journey, it gets tough. And there's times, like I've said so many times before, it comes down to you sometimes. There's no one else around and it'll just be you standing there. And you have to still keep on fighting. So this is really important. And the reason I bring my dog into it is I think it's so good is that it's not for clickbait or anything. It's because what dogs show, and you'll know this if you have a dog, is they show infectious love. They show nothing but love. That's all they do. Like, I know we've kind of bred them to do that, but they show nothing but love and just happiness. Every time I walk into the door, my dog just sprints at me and just loves me, licks me, and just wants to hug me for hours. She just never wants to not do anything but love me. And it just made me really think about that, how she has such a simple life, but she's so happy, and she does, and the reason she's happy, she just shows undying love to everyone in the family. Absolute love. So that's why she's in this. She's next to me now, just sleeping, sort of enjoying. This is the first time she's seen me do a video, so, well, she's sleeping, but still. It still counts. But that is why I'm going into this video, because of the Undying Love dog show, and you need to learn how to give that undying love to yourself as well. So I'm going to give you, as you know, I like to give a bit of background to the video. So here's some information. I got this information from a great little blog that I found out. I'll reference them down in the description, of course. They're called Elite. It's called Elite Daily. It's really cool. I think I came across them on Twitter. But anyway, so just before I go through this and through the video, remember this, okay? Remember, you become what you think and feel. You become what you think and feel, okay? Keep that in your mind when I talk today, okay? Okay, so these I'm just going to go through some stats and past reports and research that explains the issues of actually being negative to oneself and not loving yourself enough. So here's some stuff. So this is verbatim from the blog. The way you view yourself is so powerful that in a 2013 study, researchers at the Florida State University College of Medicine found that normal weight teenagers who even thought they were overweight were more likely to become obese later in life. Negative thoughts not only affect you mentally, but physically. It's an interesting one, and we're going to dive into that. Another one. On another research, Those who focus mainly on the negative outcomes, reporting having lower self-esteem, lower self-satisfaction, and higher instances of psychological trauma, both immediately after the event happened and 8 weeks later, when they were tested once again. The variety of psychological problems that negative thinking creates could impact your ability to lead a normal life. So this is really damn serious. This is actually showing you, and the research shows you there, that the way you feel to yourself, the way you perceive your image, the way you think and feel every single day will have a huge direction on, one, how your day goes, and two, how your life will go. And it will have a huge a huge influence on the way you think, the way you feel, your emotions, and obviously how you think and feel is how your day is going to go, how productive you're going to be, how you're going to treat people, how your business is going to be run. So it comes down to you at the end of the point. It's so important, this. So let's go through my 5 points of how to make sure you have this positive state of mind and you love yourself more, and why you should do it. So number 1, positive affirmation. I always say this, positive affirmation. It's so important, and what that means, positive affirmation, is basically talking to yourself in third person in a positive way. So I do it every morning. So for instance, I am Scott Mears and I'm the greatest man that ever lived. I am Scott Mears and I'm the greatest digital marketer. I'm Scott Mears and I desire riches. Stuff like that. So it allows you to believe in yourself more. And remember, your perception of your image, this can be your biggest negative or your positive. Judgments, opinions, and perceptions. Judgments, opinions, and perceptions of your image can become your reality if you allow them to. Now, they can be your worst enemy or greatest friend, because if these judgments, opinions, and perceptions are negative, which they usually are, and you allow them to become your reality, then that will be your reality. You have to understand how to not get taken down by the negative judgments and opinions, and understand how to perceive yourself in a more positive light. And through positive affirmation, that will allow you to become the person you want to become, and that will become your reality. Number 2, reward yourself when you achieve your goals. It's a simple one. It allows you to be proud of yourself. Reward yourself. I see so many entrepreneurs, and I did it myself, too many entrepreneurs fall into themselves when they're at the start. They do things and they achieve good things. Maybe some things went wrong, but they finish the goal, they achieve their website, they finish whatever it is, and instead of giving themselves a pat on the back, they go back and they analyse it and scrutinise it and understand what went wrong. Now, you think early on as an entrepreneur that's a smart thing to do, because, oh yeah, I'm learning, okay, I've achieved it, whatever, now I need to go on to the next bit. There's an aspect that, yes, you need to analyse things and understand how you can do them better, of course. But if you do not take just a minute to breathe and a minute to just pat yourself on the back and be happy with what you've done, you will just fall into yourself and negative emotions will take over you, and you'll just feel, you'll criticise yourself too much. You have to show some love to yourself when you're achieving things, and even when you're failing, you have to understand how to celebrate successes and failures as learning. Remember, yes, you'll learn from it, but don't neglect that you've actually put all that effort in. You have to pat yourself on the back. I know passion drives you through, but you have to pat yourself on the back, otherwise you'll just drive yourself crazy. And it happened to me, and I'll speak from experience, and I'll go into that into another video. And number 3, which ties into what I just said, is celebrate the small things. Conor McGregor, I'm sure you know him, he is a huge advocate for this. In his top 10 rules for success, he says celebrate the small things. And he says very much what I just said there. People fall into themselves and overanalyze their failures and their wins. Instead, celebrate the small things. Don't shell up. We fail. Yes, we fail. But it's not fail. It's different degrees of success, as a great influencer I once met. I met recently and interviewed. You'll see it this Saturday. It's different degrees of success. You are learning. It's not a negative, guys. You are learning from these failures. So remember to celebrate the small things, whether good or bad. And again, this stops you falling into yourself. Number 4 is learn from all your experiences. This is an unbelievably powerful one, and it can also be a bit of a scary one. The reason I say it's a bit of a scary one, because I'm saying learn from both your good experiences and your bad experiences. Now, if you're able to do this, you can use this to your advantage. And just to give you a bit of background, Tony Robbins preaches this. he quotes that, he says, analyze your darkest times in life and you'll find your greatest learning. Analyze your darkest times in life and you'll find your greatest learning. So we never want to go back to our darkest times. Everyone's got bad stuff that happened in their life. Everyone's got horrible things. It's not making other people better than other people. Everyone goes through shit. Everyone has their issues. But if you are able to go back to that in your mind and understand, because you have to understand, and you'll know this, that every experience we have, we learn from. Every experience we have has an impact on the rest of our life, has the impact on the way we think, the way we feel. So if you can go back to those most drastic, life-changing points in life, that would have left something in your mind that still sits with you today. So you need to go back to those times where it was horrible, those horrible times that you can recollect. I know a horrible time for me was when my mum and dad broke up. That was a horrendous time for me. But I need to go back and analyse that time. Now I feel cleared and I feel like I can handle stuff like that. I can go back and I can analyse how that made me feel. I feel it makes me shell up. It makes me not impact a negative. I'm always positive, and then I allow all my negative thoughts to fall on myself. I don't outburst on people. I only outburst on myself. That's an issue I have. But I've understood that, and I'm learning from that. If you truly learn what you found, what happened in those darkest times, they can become your greatest asset. Because that's when you become your strongest, because you've had to grit through the hardest times in your life. It's when you become your strongest. So remember that, guys. And like I said, you can manipulate into being your strongest, yeah. So number 5, and this is more of the effects it has on you rather than how you're going to love yourself more. And like it's said in the research, it improves your mental and physical health. And this is so important, and I'm so want to push this, that your mental and physical health is so important when you're pushing as an entrepreneur. I think especially starting entrepreneurs don't see this as an important thing. I know I didn't. I just think, oh no, it's grind, like, push it, don't be such, I don't want to say the word, but don't be such a pussy, don't just push for it, you're fine, yeah, whatever, I'm hard, I'm gonna get through it, I'm gonna grind and push all the years and just work every hour. Honestly, you'll go into a pit of depression. It's horrible. Yes, you can love what you do, you can have a passion for what you do, I respect that, and you should, and that will allow you to work extra hours. Yes, that's correct. But if you work every waking hour and you never pat yourself on the back, and you never put time to just thinking in yourself and looking into your mind and understand and giving yourself positive thoughts and giving your body time and your mind time and your speech time through the day, then you're going to become unbelievably unhealthy, and you're going to get a really negative thought process, and your health is not going to be good. And your health is so important when it comes to work, because what your health is how healthy your business will be. Your health will direct your business. If you're unfit and you're unable to think in a positive manner, that of course it's going to have an effect on your business. So always put time to developing your mental health and your physical health. And you can go back to a video that I did, I'll put it at the end of the video, that I did about a morning routine and how that can help you. It's a really interesting one. Also, another tip that you can go to, Think and Grow Rich, a book I'm just about to finish. I'm literally on the last half an hour of the last chapter. That's also a great book to go read about sort of the positive affirmation, how to sculpt your positive thoughts into reality. It's a really good book. I'd really push that. I'll probably do a book review on that very soon as well. So, from my 5 points, I'll quickly go through them again. Number 1, positive affirmation. Number 2, reward yourself when you achieve your goals. Number 3, celebrate the small things. Number 4, learn from all your experiences, good and bad. Number 5, improve your physical and mental health. So, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that's the first time I sneezed on camera. I apologise for that. Christ. So, the takeaway from this, I always like to give a takeaway so you can go take some action, is yes, grind, work hard, yes. You're going to push, you're going to work hard, is how we win. But every now and then, please remember to pat yourself on the back when you've achieved goals, when you've pushed yourself, when you know you've improved, pat yourself on the back. and understand how to use that euphoric feeling of achieving your goals and putting it into energy that can push yourself into to attain greater and more successful goals in life and business. Understand how you can create that into energy. And like I said at the start, guys, remember, what you think and feel will become your reality. So remember that, guys. This is a powerful one, guys. Thank you very much. You can say bye to my dog as well, because she was... Oh, no, she's asleep. Come here. There we go. There she is. Oh. So there's the star of the video. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I absolutely loved that. This was a really powerful one for me. I really did appreciate this one. I definitely did enjoy it. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, guys, comments, feedback, questions, anything down below. DM me, whatever you want to do. Please follow me on social media, YouTube @ScottMears, Twitter @ScottMears_, and Facebook @ScottMears Entrepreneur. As always, guys, it's a pleasure, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.